Welcome in to be our guest. You've heard the term locally owned and locally operated. Well, guess what? In Montgomery, Alabama, Georgia Floors Direct, locally owned right here, locally operated right here.
Very locally operated.
Not only does this young man own it, he operates. Jeff, good to have you back again.
Good to be
here.
here.
The big thing that I think that we want to let our viewers know today is that for 50 years, it's been a part of this community.
That's right.
But it hasn't just taken out of the community.
Right.
And you put back into this community. You are very much community involved.
We absolutely are. You know, we're very involved with the Greater Montgomery Home Builders Association, the Salvation Army, Make-A-Wish Foundation. There's a lot of schools that we go into and speak to the students about the trades, you know, and I'm a real big person. I think that there's a lot of kids that are going to go to college, but I think there's a lot of kids that get to high school and realize that they're not college material or they don't have the finances to go to college. The trades are a great industry to get into.
They don't really need it.
Yeah.
In order to be successful, they can go into one of the trades right now and make money.
Absolutely. And, you know, I know so many of my friends are very wealthy business owners that started out in the trades, and they're, you know, remodelers, they're in HVAC, they're in framing, brick masonry, and that is a dying art. So we go into the schools and we talk to the students, but we're also, you know, involved with community outreach at our churches. Churches are very important to us, and it's so awesome,
Sure.
you know. Careful what you ask for. You've always heard that when you're praying. But we ask God to bring the churches to us, and we have literally, I've had my installers accuse me of wanting to get them in church more, because it's like, you know, we go on Sundays, but through the week we have 3 or 4 churches that we're doing. But we do churches all over the state, and we're very involved with those churches and their outreach as well.
And you mentioned one thing, the Salvation Army. We talk about the homeless.
Right.
And that's one of the missions of the Salvation Army, is to take care of the homeless.
Well, Salvation Army is very dear to me. My Uncle Don was a Vietnam War vet, and when he came back home, he never really made it home. And so he spent a lot of nights out in the Midwest, in and out of the Salvation Army. Wonderful man, educated man, just didn't make it back from Vietnam. And so Salvation Army holds a very dear spot. I go out and we have a Santa Claus at our store, Steve Schroeder, who's been on your show before. And Steve is a great Santa Claus. And, you know, we all go out and ring the bell, and we take turns ringing the bell. We're kettle sponsors. And, you know, we do drives for the Humane Society, and people drop off their toys for pets and toys for tots at the store.
Well, that's very important, because like you say, you've been a part of this organization for quite some time. Now you own the organization.
Yes.
And you realize from learning from Dick, because Dick was very much involved with the community also. Dick McAdams.
Yes, Dick is a great mentor of mine. He's like a father to me. And, you know, as I learned from my parents and from him, we're blessed so we can be a blessing. And this community has been such a blessing to us, and look forward to putting back into it as much as I can.
Absolutely. And of course, as I mentioned on the outset here, it is a locally owned and operated store. We encourage people to be able to support the local merchants here, because they're the ones that are in your community 7 days a week. Yeah. A lot of the major corporations is just have an outlet here, have a store here. They're here and gone.
Yeah. Well, and not only that, why wouldn't you? Because you're going to get better service at your locally owned and operated store. You're going to get as good, if not better, pricing. I challenge them on that. You know, we do everything right there. You're going to talk to either Matt McElroy, Jonathan Hibbert, Dustin Davenport, Steve Schroeder, Javarius Q. Williams, Evan Milam, Chip Mullins. We have a wonderful staff. My son, Austin Mallinson, runs our operations department. So you won't get a better experience and people that are going to do a great job. You're going to get a great price. It's amazing. Great.
Thank you, Jeff. It's Georgia Floors Direct on the Eastern Boulevard across from Lowe's. very easy to get to. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, from 8 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon.
9 to 5.
9 to 5.
9 to
9 to 5, just like
9
Dolly
to
Parton.
5.
And he's not going to sing that song when you go in
No,
there.
unless you don't buy, then I'm going to sing it.
Sing it. And we'll be right back right after this.